Hi everyone, it's Sue here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm working on the Names of God journal from Lot 95 Designs on Etsy. I will make sure to put the link below. And I'm actually using a Rolodex card that I worked on just a few days ago. And I do have a video on how I made this. I will try to remember to link that below as well. When I made this, I said I was going to put it into a pocket in the journal. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you my idea that I have going on here. So I really love that Lynn included, obviously the scripture for the particular name of God, which in this case is Jehovah Ori, and it's Psalm 27, verses 1 and 2. The Lord is my light and my salvation, so why shall I be afraid? The Lord is my fortress, protecting me from danger, so why should I tremble? So I really wanted that on the back of the card, but you can see that the card looks not like really nice, right? The back of it. So I decided to take a piece of the printed paper that comes in the kit, and I'm going to put that on the back of the Rolodex card, and then this actual card. So you can see I already cut everything out. I still have the little, indents here for the Rolodex card. And this way, when it gets taken out of the pocket from the journal, it will already have the verse right on it. So there's multiple ways I could glue this down, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and use my Tombow adhesive. I'm going to put a lot on here because I really want it to stick. I know that there is nothing I'm going to put underneath it, right? Because a lot of times I will do like an X on it. So if I want to put something underneath, it's not glued and I'm able to do that. So I'll take my adhesive and I'll make an X like that. So that I can stick like maybe a flower under it or something once it's on the page. But that's not the case right now. So I just want to make sure this gets down really, really well and does not go anywhere. And I hate to cover up this most adorable little owl, but I have to. The media that I decided to use for this particular project is my Stabilo Carb Othello Chalk Pastel Coloring Pencils. I love these, but I like working with chalk pastels anyway, pretty much all kinds. I even like the Stampin' Up ones. In fact, the Stamping Up ones that come in the little squares in the big plastic case are actually one of my all-time favorite chalk pastels because they're very chalky and I like that a lot. So now I have to decide what colors I would like to use. I think I'm just going to pull these out because it has a lot of the colors that are in the print of this particular design. And then I also have greens and browns and grays and blacks, but I think I'm going to kind of go with these colors. So I like that color. It's like a periwinkle. Let's see what else. Definitely have to have pink, and I'm going to pull out a yellow and an orange, and let's see where we go from there. I can grab whatever I need to at any point, but got to start somewhere, right? So I just put a piece of like scrap paper under here just to work on. So one thing that I really like about working with chalk pastels is the fact that Well, first of all, it's not wet, and it's not going to make the ink on this card move, right? Because I have an inkjet printer. If I put any type of a wet medium on this, then the ink is going to move, and I learned that last time, and I didn't listen to Lynn, even though she said it in her video. Sorry, Lynn. And you can see I'm putting different colors on here. You know what? There's a chance I'll get a little bit of mud going on here. And I'm doing it very messily. Right? I'm just getting it on there. Now, what I want to do with this is I'm going to take a piece of a paper towel. Right? And in fact, let me just kind of tear it. I don't need that whole thing. And this is better to use than a tissue because of the texture of a paper towel. And all I'm going to do is go ahead and smear the color. So I'm blending the colors. And the card is dry. And I don't have any issues with my words running. And that took, what, 2 seconds? Now, if I want the blue, a little bluer, I'm just going to come back and do this. Now, do you have to blend? No, you can just leave it on there. But part of the reason why I love using chalk pastel so much is because I love to blend. All right, let me just make sure. And the thing with chalk pastel that you kind of have to keep an eye out for is, well, it's chalk, right? And it gets all over. So you just want to make sure it's not everywhere. Because if I go and I put my journal down on it, or, you know, something else that I'm working on, and I don't want color on it, well, guess what? It's going to get on it. And I don't want that. All right. So now I have this Rolodex card that I used this digital on. I don't have much left of this digital. So I've used that on here. I pulled the My Light, Jehovah Ori, and the bulb. I put the musical notes up top because it reminds me of a Daryl Evans song every time I read that verse. So now the back of the card looks really pretty too. What I could do is I could actually, let me see if I can do that real quick. So I'm just going to look for, well, I guess it doesn't really matter what I use. Let me grab a little bit of my distress ink, and I'm just going to put a little bit of a border around this, because to me that just makes it look finished. So let's see if I can get that on there okay or not. Yes, okay. And again, all this does is it gives it more of a finished look than having the raw edges. And not that there's anything wrong with the raw edges. I thought it looked great like that too, but I'm just going to go around and do this just to make it look, I think, a little bit better. Don't you think? I think so. Let me make sure you can see this. Let me stand up so you can see this okay. See, so there's just like the little bit of the brown around the edges, which just gives it a nice finished touch. All right, so let me put these away for now. And this. Okay, So the next part that I want to do, I'm going to put this to the side so that I don't ruin it. Of course, there's like nowhere on this huge desk of mine I have that I can put that little card because I have stuff everywhere. Okay, so I do know that in this particular kit that there are pockets to put, you know, to put slide things in, right? So I'm not using one of those. I guess I didn't purchase it. I don't know. But I decided to go ahead and cut a piece of the pattern paper in the kit, and I'm going to just use this. So I think the pockets that Lynn had were different shapes than this. So there's lots of ways you can do pockets, right? You can have them all over the page. There's just many ways. But I have decided that I'm going to actually do a little pocket on the bottom of this page down there. So my tip for you today is this. Now, again, you can use score tape for this. You can use any of your tape runners. Now, I know that this works. I just tested it before I started the video. Like, really, watch, it's going to all come out at once. Isn't that funny? Oh, my gosh. Oh, that is like so funny. I'm trying to do it on the side here so that, oh, that is really funny. So that, yeah, I don't want it to end up all over it, but sorry, this is not working as well as I would hope that it would. But anyway, my tip is this, that when you use an adhesive, a wet adhesive, it can be any kind. This happens to be tacky glue. And you just put it around the 3 edges of your pocket. Well, in this case, it's 3 edges. Sometimes it can be 2. What happens is that this dries. So, and then it is not tacky anymore. So I don't know if you have ever put a pocket on and you can go back to that pocket months later, and it is still tacky. So what I mean by that is, say you use this type of adhesive or even like a score tape. In months from now, I can go back to this, pull out what I have in the pocket, and it can stick to the adhesive that you used. But if you use a wet adhesive, like I just did, it dries and it's not tacky or sticky. So that's what I have found works for me. Okay, so I also wanted to take this little strip from the kit as well, and I'm going to put it onto the pocket. It says, "My refuge, my light, my shield, my God." This I can go ahead and use my Tombow, and I'm going to put it up on the top here, just like it's just a little bit extra decoration on it. And I also pulled this light out. And I'm like, oh, well, should I put it over here? If I put it here, it's going to cover the flower. What should I do? I don't know. This is so hard because I want to put it in the middle, but I hate to cover the flower. Maybe I'll put it over there. I don't have to put it on there at all, but I kind of want to, so I'm going to. Okay, ladies, let's do this. Let's just do it. And I'm continuing to use my adhesive, but I'm going to cut off the top 2 little pieces of this particular lamp because I don't want it to go above the card, or the pocket, I should say. I want it to end right there, and that's a little crooked, and that's okay. We're going to live with that. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side, and now we're going to work on our next pieces, which are these. These are also all from this page right here. And she does have a challenge going on with this particular digital. And what happens is she picks somebody, and then the next month they get a free kit. So yeah, it's super cool. Okay, so I'm going to just continue with my coloring with the chalk. I could do each word. I have the 3 words. I have Lord, light, and salvation. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can do this, but for purposes of, you know, the video and not taking for forever, I'm just going to do it like this. And I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear that it's chalk, right? You can actually hear it. So I'm going to go back to my little, and I'm going to smear it around. And it will keep the beautiful color. And I want to put yellow in the letters that have a circle. And I'm just going to kind of blow that off. And I'm not going to smear that yellow, otherwise it's going to mix in with the pink, and I like it just like that. So let's see. So since this is the word light, let's go ahead. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have gone on top of that black. We'll see. I mean, I want the black to stand out, and I'm afraid I'm going to dull it down right there. Well, I guess not, because I'm really smearing all over the whole thing. Okay, nope, that was fine. That was fine. I just got concerned there for a minute. And now I'm going to take the pink and go in the middle. And again, I'm just going to kind of blow that off to the side into my little garbage can. And now we have 2 words. So you can take like your Faber-Castell pens, you can take your Zig Writers, you can take other color pencils. I mean, there's so much that you can do with these, right? So I'm just doing something fast, like I say, for the purposes of the video. But you could come back in and do like all black around the edges. Maybe I'll do a little bit of, with that, whatchamacallit, that I used. Maybe I'll do a little bit with this. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We will see. All right, well, that took too much off. I don't want it that light. And I think the reason it's getting so light is because this periwinkle is just not a very deep color. It's just not. So I'm going to try to do this a little bit lighter and not pull so much off. I could just do it with my finger as well. Okay, that looks better. And I think in this case, I'm going to go ahead and use orange in there. Gonna make it nice and colorful. It's gonna look super pretty. Okay. All right. Now we have that. I have these 2. I think I'm going to just be using this one, so I'll move the other one to the side for a minute. And let's go ahead and work on this. So on this one, I definitely want to pull in a different color, 2 different colors. I am not going to blend I don't think. So I'm going to just blow this off. I have a little garbage can next to me. I keep blowing all this into. I'm going to take the orange. And let's see. Well, I can do whatever I want, right? Because it's my journal. So I'm going to put pink. Why not? Right? All right. So I like that. I think it looks good. And there are sprays that you can put on that will make sure, like you can just spray over it so that the chalk pastel does not come off. All right, we're going to pull the journal out, and I want to do, let me get them on here so I can have my, what I want to do here. Something like that. I'm going to keep a white background. I have to remember, I'm going to have my, wait, let me just move that. I'm going to have my Rolodex card in here. That's going to go down like that, so I have to remember that that's there. So I want to put the word salvation. And that's it. I'm going to adhere those down. Oh my gosh, I'm leaving a white background. Does everybody see that? Oh my gosh. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, Lord. And I want to do these just a little bit of a different angle. Nothing too crazy. And I hope you can see me. I think you can. I'm probably going to have to cut some. No, maybe not. That kind of fits just perfectly right there. Good. Okay, now hopefully this word salvation will actually fit on there. Isn't it funny when you do something, you think one thing and then it ends up totally different? So, and that's all right with me if it goes over the end of the light bulb just a little bit. I am liking that very, very, very much. I also did think about, but I'm not going to do it. I thought about cutting out my light from right here and putting that on here, but I really kind of like it the way it is. I didn't use this around the words. That would have helped them to pop a little bit. I can, and I think I will, just go ahead and take this and go around just a few of the things on here, the different beautiful designs, to help them pop off the page just a little bit. And this is a Faber-Castell artist pen. And it is the brush tip. There's a B at the end of it. All right, so that I like. Let me see where I'm at on time. Okay, that I like. What I'm going to do, I have to turn it to do this, is I'm just going to do a little bit of doodling. You'll see me do this more and more in my journals. I think it's such a nice little finishing touch to journals or to any page, a scrapbook page, to any page. It's just a nice little touch, right? It just gives it a little bit of a fancier look. And you can take your time and make sure that each one is perfect, but I'm not going to do that. And then I can come back in if I wanted to and put like a dot in each one. You can, there's so much that you can do. But now that I've done that, I want to do something around the border of the page. So this is what I'm going to try to do, and I'm intentionally going to do it on the messy side. right? So I'm just going to put a little border right around the page. Let me put this back on here, because this is definitely going to go onto the other pages. I don't want that. All right, so let's see. Let's see, this is a little too neat over here. Let's kind of mess that up just a little bit. All right. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm going to call that done. I'm going to call that done. So today is, I'm hoping it's the 23rd, because that's what's going on my page, because I need to date my pages. And this particular one, most times I put the date on the bottom. Sometimes I'll put it on the side. But in this case, I think I'm going to put it right up here. And there we go. Oops, the year kind of went off the edge. And I also will take my pen and I'm going to go ahead and initial, because that's what I do to my pages. Okay, there you go. It is a done page. I love it. I'm going to hold it up close so that you can see everything. And I am enjoying this immensely. Please go ahead and check out the Etsy shop, and you can definitely check out my video for this card. And that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a blessed weekend. And please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and follow along. I would love to have you. I do all kinds of different stuff. Mixed media, scrapbooking, Bible art, the whole thing. So I would love to have you. All right, God bless. All right, bye-bye.